How do I 31F proceed with my partner 31M of 13 years that doesn't want marriage? I 31F have been with my partner 31M since we were 18. Living together for 7 years. I have been wanting to get married for a few years, mostly so that I can get leave at work if he is in the hospital and vice versa. I would love a ring, a dress and the whole thing, but he would not, so that is not a possibility. He says he is okay to sign the papers if I arrange everything, but he is not willing to do any effort towards it because it is a bureaucratic mess. I'm not okay with that because I feel like getting married should be something to be thrilled about and not just a chore. I don't need the party, I don't need a ring or a dress, I only want him to be happy about it. I'm at an age when everyone around me is getting married and having babies and being happy all around, and I feel like my relationship is just gloomy compared to that. I love this man, but I am considering ending things. If after all these years he is not thrilled to marry me, I don't think there is much solution. I don't want to strong-arm him into anything. I think you know what the answer is. You are just reluctant to come to that decision because you know it's a huge decision, but only you really know how important all of this stuff is to you. So if you manage to drag him to the altar, the next point of contention will be kids. It will always be something. This is a topic that should have happened at the onset of your relationship, along with a ballpark timeline. Instead, you are where you are now. Tell him this, it's important to you, and his attitude makes you feel unimportant. If he can't man up and at least go along with a small wedding for you, you won't be able to count on him when problems arise in the future. In 13 years, what made you think he wanted to marry you? It's an early discussion that avoids this entire situation. Did he say he wanted marriage? What future did he say he wanted? Did you discuss early what you wanted? Did they ever match? If a guy motivated to marry you is important, then why are you with him? It's clear you want more than just a signed document. His apathy about the whole situation really sucks. You want a partner who enthusiastically wants to be with you and marry you. Question. Is he usually very warm and loving towards you? Does he tell you he loves you with a genuine smile? Are you happy with the emotional and physical intimacy? If yes, then just wear a pretty dress to the courthouse and be done with it. If no, then he is keeping you around for convenience. Girl, you set the bar so low that he isn't even willing to put that little effort to keep you. He is taking you for granted. He thinks you will never leave. There are more men out there in the world who will do anything for you what you now have been begging for. You are asking the wrong man. I mean, leave. Girlfriend, 24F, went through old photos of me, 26M, and my ex. How do I deal with this? Hi, so I have been dating this girl since January this year and I believe she is the one. I've already told my parents and family about her and she's mentioned my name to hers as well. I've had a few relationships in the past, and given that I was young and stupid, there were nudes I got from my previous exes which were synced to my Google storage from years ago, 2019-2020. My current girlfriend, 24F, was using my phone to manage some of the smart lights I've configured on it when she saw a notification from Google as a memory from 2019, and among them were pictures I had got from my ex at that time, including nudes. Now my current girlfriend, 24F, told me about this in the evening when we went for a walk, and I explained to her that it was a long time ago and I'm sorry that she had to see that. I would have been pissed too if I was in her place. She told me to delete all the pictures of all exes that I may have and block them. I agreed to it all. We came home and slept. Now, today morning she leaves early for work, and when I opened my phone I saw the Google Photos app open again, I think. I did not delete the pictures and block my exes last night because we just slept immediately. Now she is giving me the cold shoulder, not replying to my texts, calls, and I'm sort of losing my mind. Of course I deleted all pictures and blocked my exes today. I tried messaging her but she's just not replying or saying stuff like, okay, I am fine, we'll come back soon. I think she also went through my Instagram chat history with my ex. Even though I told her I'm not in touch with her, we did exchange some messages or memes on Instagram a few months back. I really love her, 24F. She has a beautiful soul and loves me a lot, but since this incident it's been so hard. She did not have a boyfriend before and I am her first. We were talking about getting engaged next year, but I don't know what to do now. I couldn't work today and called in sick, been feeling incredibly anxious and don't know how to get through this. How do I deal with this? If she's the one, then why are you still talking to your ex on Instagram and lying to her about it? Yeah, those should have been deleted, and the fact that you also have talked to her recently isn't helping. You messed up her. Crossing boundaries that you shouldn't have crossed unless your girlfriend is cool with it. Why have you kept nudes of your exes? You lied, that's all. If she's seen the MSGs and memes you guys sent after telling her you did not continue contact, that's the only real problem I see. You not only have her nude pictures but continue contact while lying to your current partner. You said you would delete the pictures and you didn't. You said you didn't speak to your ex when you did as little as a few months ago. Now don't act all shocked and play dumb when she loses trust for you. TBH, you should have deleted the nudes after you broke up, but since you didn't do that, at the very least you should have done it immediately when you realized they were there. You disrespected both your ex and your current girlfriend by hoarding those nudes. Dog, you're supposed to delete the nudes after the breakup. You're definitely supposed to delete them once you're in a new relationship. This is 100% your fault, and I would personally dump you over it. My girlfriend, 26 female, is angry because I, 28 male, proposed slightly earlier than we discussed. I've been with my girlfriend for 4 years now. A few months ago we discussed proposals and marriage, and we both agree it's something we want in the future. I am currently finishing up my work-related exams, which I will finish next December. We agreed to wait until after this to get engaged and start planning a wedding. My mum was diagnosed with terminal cancer last month. I've had time to think, and my mum is one person I'd really want at the wedding, as she's the only close family I have left. I decided I didn't mind getting engaged and married while still studying, so I bought a ring and I proposed to my girlfriend. She said no and asked why I was proposing now. I told her I didn't want to wait until after my exams and that we both want to get married, so what's the problem? I mentioned wanting my mum at the wedding since I'd have no other family. She said I was being selfish, but I just asked how, as we both agree we want to get married. She just said I shouldn't have proposed and that I'm wrong for expecting her to say yes. How would you handle this? Too long did not read. My girlfriend and I agreed to get engaged after my exams finished at the end of next year. My mum got diagnosed with terminal cancer and she is the only close family that I have. I proposed to my girlfriend as I don't see the need to wait until I have finished exams. She got angry, said I was wrong for proposing. When you discussed bringing forward the proposal after your mother's diagnosis, what did she say? Or did you jump right to proposing regardless? See this for what it is, huge red flag. The replies to this are so unhinged. LMAO. You jointly made a decision about a major life event, and then you unilaterally changed your mind and made a new decision without telling her. That's not a great sign. She seems to have a very specific timeline in mind. It's selfish of her to not consider your feelings as well, considering your mother's health. In my opinion, she's wrong, but I guess it's a difference in how you both see marriage and proposal. Did she give you a specific day that you're allowed to propose? Romance is really dead. You are wrong for expecting her to say yes. It says a lot that it didn't occur to you to talk with her. Not to her. With her. My mom is dying and it's important to me that she be there, so is that something we can talk about? No. You decided. You didn't mind. That's flattering, getting engaged and married while studying, and expected her to just go along with this huge change in plans? You're an idiot. This isn't how you start life with your forever partner. Apologize. How should I, M24, express my concerns to my girlfriend, F24, about waiting till marriage? I made a post here recently discussing how my girlfriend wants to wait till marriage to have sex, and how it might impact our relationship going forward. The overwhelming majority seems to think that this relationship will never work, and that I should walk away. I personally don't want to give up on this right away, but I agree with the sentiment that I need to have a serious discussion about how it makes me feel, and express my concerns. The whole discussion just feels weird, like I hate the idea of getting upset with someone over sex, for obvious reasons. It's their body. But I know being honest with her is important, and I don't want any sort of resentment to build up. So how exactly should I bring this up? I don't want it to turn into an ultimatum for her. Asking her to change her mind feels wrong. This is a hard conversation for me to have, as I really like her, and I'd hate for sex to ruin a potentially amazing relationship. Don't make it about her, then. Just tell her honestly that you can't see yourself waiting, and you don't want her to feel pressured into compromising her beliefs or doing anything she doesn't want to do. So you think it's best to go your separate ways and find people who feel similarly about this issue. Don't think of it as sex, ruining a potentially amazing relationship. Think of it as two good people who aren't as good for each other as they'd like to be, having the maturity and foresight to acknowledge that reality. I would never marry a woman who I wasn't sure I had a strong sexual connection with. Compatibility is imperative. Literally just speak your truth, bro. Rip the band-aid off. You all need to find Jesus. If she's waiting for marriage, then do you want to get married to her? Is her fidelity important and her beliefs? Are you religious? Sounds like society is telling you that having premarital sex is okay, yet her value system is saying to wait. It's one story if she's had sex before and now wants to wait. But if she's never had sex and wants to wait because of her religion, then like what others have said, move on, since sex is a priority to you, which is nothing wrong. Hopefully she finds someone with the same value system, because there are people like that still, just very few. This sub is also filled with people who think waiting a few months, or even weeks, for intimacy is asking too much. So taking that skewed view into account, you have to decide for yourself what you find more important. If you can or want to spend the rest of your life with her, then I don't think it's a deal breaker like a lot of people are going to say, but if you're in a relationship because you feel that particular physical intimacy is a must-RN, then that's a difference in value. Should this topic have been one to discuss and agree upon prior to engaging and committing time, energy to the relationship?